It's a two-pronged attack. So in reality, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing, apart from the bit down the other side, which I definitely know we want to do. But I want to check the capabilities of this bucket, see how useful it's going to be. Well, I think we've made sufficient mess here, and one thing we've worked out is we've got amazing soil that we can use elsewhere. So this morning I spotted this, which makes me think all of this, and a little bit all of this is probably concrete, this strip. What's all this about then? Blue skies! That's what we like. Right, first challenge this afternoon is to turn our new tractor into something that resembles more of a forklift. Which means this needs to come off, and this needs to come off. And I'm not quite sure how we do that yet, but we'll soon work it out, I'm sure. Big hammer and plenty of crumpets. Right, I may as well do the first bit in the barn, because you know what I'm like, get sunburnt at Christmas. Because on the back we haven't got the ability to tip, I think I'm just going to set them a little bit up. Right, that should now mean that it won't sway side to side. Right, I've got the tools, but first things first, let's put this bucket somewhere that it's not going to be in the way. Would it be wrong to want multiple tractors, just like I do with routers, and just never change the bit? Just have one attachment per tractor. I mean, you wouldn't want a delivery turning up and then saying, oh, I'll go and put the forks on. Maybe we need to think ahead, keep forks on here most of the time for now. These will move in and out. The rear ones are fixed. I'll start with the easy stuff, furniture and chicken houses. Really doesn't make sense to just go with the front full, so we'll put another chicken house on the back. It's a given. Like I was saying, the rear forks are just fixed, so we've got to hope that they'll fit under here. I mean, we can manhandle it on, it's not that heavy. But it's already tilting back a bit anyway, so I'm just going to go and put a strap around it just for belts and braces. Certainly with two of us, we probably could have struggled these around with a pallet, with a sack truck, but really, over all the fields, it's not worth the hassle, if you know what I mean. The heated conversations, to me, to you. It's a two-pronged attack, excuse the pun. Now it gets tricky. I'm trying my best to not go empty loaded, so I'm going to try and put all the building materials into the stone barn and then empty the stone barn at the same time. This has been unstrapped now from when it came off the lorry, so it's tray dodgy. So I'm going to strap it up first, I think. Next question is, can we get it through the door? I think we're okay. That is all of the building materials that we're possibly going to get into here. The only thing left out there is the 22mm chipboard flooring, which is very heavy and there's no real need to bring it in. It's undercover anyway. These are more wobbly than heavy, but they're all in, and that's the main priority because we can obviously lock them away a bit easier. Plywood, they don't make it like this anymore. This was a little wall-mounted Avery that my granddad built me, or built our family when we had our budgies. So that would have been 30 years ago, and every day since then this thing is sat outside, and it's had this felt lid on it. But I mean, I don't know what this plywood is, but it is just so stable, completely waterproof. It's bonkers. They don't make it like this anymore. Maybe they do in the marine world. It has this sort of MDF type surface on it, but it's completely waterproof, or, you know, stable out in the weather. Simple galvanized nails, probably glued. Simple joinery, but the thing is just so well built. And even this wire, if I was going to be a real grump about it, this is just rubbish nowadays. It's a thinner gauge, the galvanized doesn't hold. You know, there's not a single bit of rust on this stuff. It's much thicker. But I would love to know what this product is, if anyone has experience with it. It is almost like a tricoya or MDF outer surface, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plies in there. So what have we learned? Well, it's a pretty capable tractor. I have no idea how much that timber weighed or the OSB, but it was probably at capacity or slightly beyond. But at no point did it feel risky. So that's all good. I'm super pleased that we got the forks. Like I've said in previous videos, you put something in the wrong place, you can waste absolutely ages having to reshift that. So the fact that we can lug pallets around now without, I mean, yes, a forklift, a rough terrain forklift, a mini telehandler, JCB, a bigger tractor. There's better pieces of kit, and I'm sure all of you are shouting at the screens, but we've got one piece of kit, and that's what we're going to use. And for the sake of a few £100, getting those forks for the front and back, I think we've now got something that's pretty versatile, and it does mean that we can unload vehicles as well if it comes to it. Hopefully most stuff will get lifted off, but on the odd occasion when stuff turns up on the bed of a truck, if it's just insulation or roofing sheets, for example, again, saving hours. Joe is going to be pothole filling tomorrow, just to break it.
I want to have a go on the tractor. Oh, you've been on it all day today. Be a little hogger.
What are you going to do with it? All of our poplar and willow should arrive tomorrow.
I really want to mow the field.
I know you do. I also want to save it from the sheep.
Well, they can still have it. It's going to grow again.
It takes about half an hour to pack up the farm every time we leave. I feel like a janitor, basically. Look at that. I feel like a school janitor. Right. Hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of messing around with the tractor. We're being safe, but we're also trying to make progress and use things how they should be used, or how they can be used, to make life easier for us and more secure and ready for the build. Now we've also got some updates on the chassis, and things are looking up. Different supplier, great supplier, really helpful, and hopefully we'll even be able to film the fabrication and the making of. So exciting times. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you can, do it yourself, and we'll see you next time.